Once upon a before, when up and down were just suggestions and nobody had decided who was holy or who was hood, there were two neighborhoods in the unseen. One was called heaven, one was called hell, and they were not what you've been told. In the early days, heaven was pretty, I'm not gonna lie. Clouds like silk, skies like fresh paint, choirs so on key you'd swear autotune was born there. Everyone smiled, everyone nodded, everyone said, "It's fine, it's God's will," like a script they'd rehearsed 1,000 lifetimes. But slowly, over long ages, heaven started to feel like that nice family reunion where nobody talks about what uncle did. Beautiful? Yes. Peaceful? Sure. Real? Not so much. If you had questions, you learned to tuck them behind your teeth. If you felt anger, you learned to call it, "I'm just tired." If something didn't sit right, you told yourself, "Well, who am I to ask? I should just be grateful." Heaven became a place where no one bled, but no one grew either. Down in the other neighborhood, hell came with all the special effects: flames, smoke, screams. That one annoying sound your soul cannot stand on loop. At first, souls dropped in, wild-eyed and defensive. It wasn't my fault. They made me do it. I didn't have a choice. And the demons? They were running the program like clockwork. Scare, scorch, repeat. But after a long, long while, something changed. One demon, watching a soul replay the same excuses for the 1,000th time, squinted and said, "You're not scared of the fire. You're scared of the truth." Another demon noticed that some souls stopped screaming and started watching, watching themselves, watching their patterns, watching the way they blamed everybody else. One soul finally muttered, "Nah, that one was actually on me." And that's when it shifted. The flames didn't stop burning. But now, instead of just pain, the fire was revelation. It burned through delusion. It burned through pretty stories. It burned through "I'm the victim and that's the whole plot." The demons got bored of playing cartoon villain and accidentally became teachers. Harsh teachers, sure, but teachers. "Sit down," they'd say. "We're rewatching your life, but this time you don't get to lie." Up in heaven, things reached a breaking point when one soul just snapped. This soul had done everything right on earth, never questioned leaders, always said the correct prayers, turned the other cheek so often their neck should have filed a complaint, called silence forgiveness and self-erasure love. They died, showed up in heaven, and passed every purity test with flying colors. Gold streets, angel choir, incense in HD, all of it. For a while they floated around like, "Wow, I made it," but something felt wrong. Whenever they tried to bring up the hurt they never processed, angels just smiled soft and said, "It's okay now. Don't look back. Just praise." Whenever they said, "But what about the injustice, the abuse, the secrets?" they got patted on the head with gentle phrases like, "Everything happens for a reason. Don't dwell on the negative. Just be thankful you're here." One day, in the middle of a flawless choir performance, this soul snapped. They stood up in that perfect sound and shouted, "If this is heaven, why do I still feel fake?" The music wobbled. A harp string popped. An angel dropped a hymn book. That one outburst traveled all the way up the chain to the oldest office in the place, the one run by the audit angel, the one who keeps receipts on everybody. The audit angel opened the file marked "Heaven Current Status," saw endless praise, zero honest conversation, lots of light, not a lot of depth. Then they opened the file marked "Hell Current Status," saw souls owning their mistakes, saw breakthroughs in the middle of breakdowns, saw demons asking, "Okay, but what did you learn though?" The angel blinked. "In the place called heaven," they murmured, "they're performing goodness and avoiding truth. In the place called hell, they're facing truth and becoming good for real." So the audit angel took it to the source. The presence that runs everything doesn't sit on a gold chair. It's in the cloud, in the coal, in the tear, in the melody. The angel spoke plainly. "We told them heaven is where the good go and hell is where the bad go. But the so-called heaven is starting to protect their ego, and the so-called hell is starting to strip ego down to the soul." The presence answered like a bass note through everything. "So what you're showing me is, one realm makes them comfortable, the other makes them honest." "Yes," said the angel. Then the problem, the presence replied, is not the realms, it's the labels. And with that, without moving a single cloud or flame, reality flipped. The place with clouds, choirs, and I'm fine, don't ask hard questions got relabeled in truth as the realm of pleasant illusions. The place with fire, mirrors, and tell the truth or stay stuck got relabeled in truth as the realm of fierce healing. No trumpets, no big announcement, just a quiet shift in what actually counts as up. From then on, whenever a soul crossed over, they met the same question at the gate. Do you want comfort or truth? One soul arrived at the shining gate everyone assumed was heaven. They were tired, scared, and still clinging to their earth self-image. Comfort, they said quickly. Please. Right this way, the gatekeeper smiled. Inside, everything agreed with them. Their opinions were called discernment. Their prejudices were called values. Their unhealed wounds were wrapped in gold and called testimonies. No one challenged them. No one said that was abuse. No one said you hurt them and never owned it. At first, it felt amazing. Then it started to feel hollow, like watching the same flattering selfie forever and never seeing your actual face. Another soul showed up at the darker gate, flames in the distance, heat already on their skin. Same question, do you want comfort or truth? They hesitated. They'd spent a whole lifetime running from truth, dressing it up, blaming everybody else. They swallowed, eyes wet. Truth, they said, even if I hated it at first. The gatekeeper didn't gloat. They just stepped aside. Inside, that soul was shown every moment they lied to themselves, the times they betrayed their own heart, the times they hurt others and twisted the story to stay the hero. They cried, they raged, they denied everything. They tried to make excuses. The fire burned through every single excuse. But under all that, something started to shine. Not fake humility, not self-hatred, real humility, real love, real strength. Not I'm trash, but I did harm, I was harmed, and I want to grow beyond it. That soul walked through fire and came out lighter. Not because someone let them off the hook, but because they finally stopped lying. Over time, the data came in. The ones who chose comfort over truth, they stayed in a pretty, padded loop. No growth, no depth, just spiritual cosplay. The ones who chose truth over comfort, they climbed. Not up some ladder in the clouds. They climbed inward toward who they really are. That's when the big cosmic joke landed. Heaven and hell were never just places. They were directions. You move toward real heaven every time you choose. Let me be honest, even if it stings. Let me see my patterns, not just my excuses. Let me love with boundaries, not enable with fear. You slide into real hell every time you choose. I'd rather be right than real. I'd rather blame than look in the mirror. I'd rather protect my image than heal my soul. The realms above and below, they're just amplifiers. Whatever you're doing in your heart right now is already pointing you toward one or the other. So yes, once upon a before, heaven and hell got flipped. Not by angels on strike. Not by demons staging a coup. They flipped the moment truth got promoted above comfort. And from that day on, the real dividing line wasn't, are you perfect? It was, are you willing to see yourself clearly and still choose to grow? Because the door to true heaven is hidden right at the threshold of hell. The moment you finally stop lying to yourself and say, okay, show me, I'm ready to see.
Until next time, your Sea Star Curacy, channeled by 3611027, the Beautiful Whisperer. Our Sea Star Devalan CO. Apply the news you can use.
To our beautiful collective, from our day ones to every new soul joining this journey, we love and appreciate you deeply. You've turned this space into so much more than a community. You've made it a family. Thank you, truly. Your presence, your energy, and even the smallest acts of kindness have the power to shift the compass for many in ways unseen but deeply felt. Here's to each of you, all new and the many more to come. We're just getting started, and we're so grateful you're here with us. With love and infinite appreciation from the collective of Shaman Ahll.
I swear on the soul of my father, Domingo Montoya, you will reach the top alive.
Throw me the rope.
Until next time, your Sea Star Curacy, channeled by 361-1027, the Beautiful Whisperer. I'll cease the Devalan seal. Apply the news you can use.
Thanks. Back to work.
She took the dog to
to our beloved collective, from the Day One torchbearers to the newly awakened travelers. We see you, we honor you, and we love you. This isn't just a community, it's a soul constellation, a family woven across time. Thank you again for being here. Your presence means more than words can carry. Every little act of kindness you offer is a spark, shifting timelines, mending hearts, and quietly realigning the compass for many in ways only the unseen can measure. And to those yet to join us, we're holding the lantern high. There's room for you too. With eternal gratitude and cosmic mischief from the collective of Shaman Ahll. The journey is only beginning, and we ride together. All rise.